Well, good day, good day, good day, good day to each and every one of you. Listen, want to apologize to you for the technical difficulties earlier. I gone all in and I thought you could hear me, but you could not. We thank God for a good team of individuals that support and are able to bring that to our attention. So we wanted to get back at it again. This is Transformative Truth, where we believe that change happens when truth is not only revealed, but truth is applied. We believe that change happens when truth is revealed, but not only when it's revealed, when it is applied. You want to see change, you have to operate at a level of truth that allows change to become your reality. One of the tragedies that in the culture that I'm a part of and come from, the statement is, "What you don't know will hurt you, won't hurt you," and in actuality, what you don't know can be damaging and deadly to you on so many different levels. So we wanted to talk from for a little while along those lines today, dealing with what we call transformative truth, and that is the application of a reality or a principle that allows you to get undeniable, irrefutable results. Undeniable, irrefutable results. And we're not speculating. This is proven principles and practices that have been productive in the lives of those that we've been privileged to speak into for over 22 years now, and 32 years at large. 32 years of ministry, of speaking, of putting principles to practice, of training and teaching and coaching others, as well as having a set group of people that we've been trusted with for over 22 years to be the audible representative of God, to speak into their lives. I want to talk a little while from this particular angle, dealing with one word called system. And we're using it in an acronym form, system. Nelson Searcy, noted leader, church planner, organizer, um, uh, program developer, phenomenal brother in the faith. Um, he writes a short book entitled Healthy Systems, Healthy Churches. Healthy systems, healthy churches. And when he talks about the church, he's talking about the organism or the organization of the church, the institution of the church. But I want to talk from the particular perspective of the individuals, because I believe and stand on the reality that the church house is where the church people gather, or those that are interested in becoming knowledgeable and aware of the principles and the tenets of being a person of faith. System. He uses this acronym for systems. Systems save you stress, time, energy, and money. The acronym for system is saves you stress, time, energy, and money. It saves you stress, time, energy, and money. So it's imperative and important that we learn how to use effective systems. Why? They save us stress, time, energy, and money. And some individuals that we've come across over the years says, A.M. Moore, or Moore, or Bishop, I say, I don't have a system. That's your system. No system is a system. Systems deal with an arranged way that different parts come together to function and flow synergistically to yield a certain outcome. Okay, system. Do you know that your body is made up of 11 systems? 11 systems, to name just a few: respiratory system, the cardiovascular system, the skeletal system, the muscular system, the endocrine system. Your body is made up of systems. And if those systems aren't operating properly, then you can't function at your best capacity. Okay. And so now imagine living life not functioning at your best capacity. Imagine living life not being able to function at your ultimate best. And so now there has to be some corrective actions that we must be willing to take in order to function at our maximum capacity. Our maximum capacity. Because When you're operating at your maximum capacity, you get maximum results. You get maximum results. And so there are a lot of people that I know, and I've been one of them, that minimize the results that I was able to get because I wasn't operating at my maximum capacity. So if systems save me stress, time, energy, and money, who wouldn't want to operate off of an effective and efficient system that provides you, provides us with the opportunity to operate at our maximum capacity? So what's required? What's required? What's necessary? Discipline is necessary. Discipline is enforced obedience to do what is necessary, even when it's challenging. Discipline is enforced obedience to do what is necessary, even when challenging. Discipline, enforced obedience to do what is necessary, even when challenging. It's not that we don't have life challenges. It's that some people still remain disciplined in the midst of dealing with adversarial conditions. Okay, adversarial condition. I want to give you an illustration of that. It is the great football player, Hall of Famer, HBCU, Mr. Jerry Rice, Mississippi Valley State University. I studied Mr. Rice for a number of years because he performed at a high level over 20 years of being in the National Football League, between 18 and 20 years of being in the National Football League. And one of the questions is, how did you maintain that high level of performance that put you in an elite category? And one time, Mr. Rice was not only known as being the best at his position, he was known as being possibly one of the best to ever play sports overall. You can put the Michael Jordans of the world into that category, LeBron James of the world into that category. Those Steph Curry, those elite athletes. And so some people would say, well, that's not for me, et cetera, on and on. It might not be for you in sports, but there is an area that you can excel and be elite in. It is an area that you can excel and be elite in, but a lot of people want the end results but don't want to do what it takes. Discipline is not an option, it's a necessity. In order to obtain and maintain a certain level of achievement, one must live with a level of discipline. So I want to talk about a couple of areas of discipline that might be user friendly for you, for those that want to start off this year in a way that you're establishing your framework, the work, the frame of the work that you're going to get done in this year that continues to allow you to excel and be productive in life. Well, one of the areas is time. Why are you emphasizing time, Mo? Why are you talking about time? Because next to people, time is the most important entity that we have to operate with. You can't replace people and you can't recapture past time. You can't recapture past moments. It's not a such thing turning back the hand of time, going back and reliving and redoing all of what you missed out on. No, 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 because that time has elapsed. That time has elapsed. I can't go back and re-get those moments, but I can make the best out of moments that I have left and even do better than I did when I wasted or misapplied time. I didn't use time correctly, rightfully, and things of that nature. So now, how are you handling your time? How are you handling? Because remember, a good system saves you stress, time, energy, and money. Your seconds, your minutes, your hours, your days, your weeks, your months, your years. Remember, time is money. Some people say time is money. So now, how effective am I with time? Listen, those that are doing well in life don't have more time. They just use the time in a disciplined way. Okay? They don't waste time, they maximize time. Talk back to your boy if you can. They don't waste time, they maximize time. And so just go ahead and put in the chat, I'm maximizing the time that I have left. I'm going to maximize the time. So now I'm developing a system that saves me stress, time, energy, and money. If we're looking at the general pyramid of how time is allocated, 8 hours of work, 8 hours of rest, and then 8 hours that we are able to kind of juggle in with some of the things of habits and families and things of that nature. I'm spending time with family. I'm developing some of my recreational likes and or sharpening my skills. How effective am I using time? It's a question that we have to ask ourselves. Are we using time uh, to the best of our ability? Are we using time to the best of our ability? So I have to be disciplined with my time, because now if time is going to yield dividends for me, I can't be wasteful with it. If you can't track what your day looks like, what you've gotten done, what you charted out to get done in a given day, there's a system modification that needs to be made. Okay, so that it requires a level of intentionality, a level of intentionality. Hey, I'm not going to waste time. I'm going to maximize my time. It doesn't mean you can't enjoy it, doesn't mean you can't have fun and things of that nature, but how much time do we waste a day? How much time do we waste a day? How many hours have gone by and nothing productive has come from the time that you have? But then secondly, is talent. I've got to do something with my time to sharpen my acquired abilities, or abilities that I'm acquiring, or things that I'm becoming efficient and proficient at doing. I've got to use my talent wisely. I've got to be disciplined with my talent. A passage in the most reliable source of information to live our life by, called the Bible, teaches and tells us, don't lay our pearls before swine. In other words, don't put what's good in you before those that will not be able to value and appreciate it. Be a good steward of what you've been trusted with. I can remember at one particular juncture in my ministry life, and I'm thankful for good coaches and good friends, etc. But I wasn't a good steward of my time as it related to my talent. I was exerting myself and giving myself to any and every entity and every opportunity, everybody that asked to come, every opportunity I got to stand or say something or do something, I considered to be an honor, and so I accepted it. And every door isn't a good door. Every door isn't a door that you gain from. And so now, in some places that I exerted, I extended my ability, my talents, etc. I've come to take a retrospective look and do an assessment. It wasn't the best place for me to apply my talent or my ability, because it yielded no return. It yielded no return. So you have to ask yourself, have I been disciplined with my talent? What is my talent? How good am I at doing what I do? Mm, um, because the more efficient, I think it was Ralph Waldo Emerson that said in a lecture in 1871 that if a man could build a better house, make a better mousetrap, or preach a better sermon than his neighbor, he says the world will make a beaten path unto his doorsteps. In essence, he was saying when you're exceptional at doing what you do, you don't have to look for opportunities. Opportunities come looking for you. So I've got to be a good steward of my time. I've got to be a good steward of my talent. I've got to be disciplined with time, disciplined with my talent. But then watch this. I've got to be disciplined with my body. I've got to be disciplined. Your body is your vehicle that gets you from point A to point B. You don't go anywhere without your body. Okay. So we've got to be good stewards. We've got to be disciplined with our bodies. Man, I just had a fantastic experience of getting my body treated, okay, called a massage, okay. All right, the stress and the tension and the tightness, to have someone that has therapeutic hands, to be able to assist in getting the knots and the tightness, the nodules flowing and the blood circulating again. Why? Because I've been going, giving all day, all week long. And now this is, in some forms for me, a detox moment. Why? That's treating my body well, treating my body well, but what I put in it. Okay, treat my body well, with how I use it, with how I use it. Have you ever been around and you're associating with people and things of that nature, and they said they can still recognize you because you look like time has been good to you, while some look like time has not been as good to them. Okay, and then you have gatherings and around family members or friends and others, and they're saying, man, you look good. And then the nice thing to do is to turn around and say you look good too. My wife gets on me about that, because I'm always trying to find ways to speak well, and now my way out now is good to see you. It's good to see you. So I'm not saying something that is not really a conviction or a true statement as it relates to how you see a person. Hey, good to see you. I'm glad to be in the number. One more time, I'm showing my age now. And so I have to be disciplined with my time. I have to be disciplined with my talent. I have to be disciplined with my body, because your body is your vehicle. It carries you everywhere. So if I take care of my body's going to take care of me. I can tell you another one. It was a real interesting. I was training at one of the local facilities in our city and here in Birmingham, Alabama. And we were working out. I was working out, training some other people. My nephew was coming with me sometimes, and we were working out, getting it in. And there's an older brother by the name of Mr. Henry. Mr. Henry was in his 70s at that time, and I got to watch Mr. Henry do things. And I'm an ultra competitive person, and so Mr. Henry was doing things that I said, man, this brother's in his 70s doing these, and but by me being competitive, I attempted to do some of the exercises that Mr. Henry was doing. I'm bench pressing a lot of weight. Mr. Henry is working out with a lot less amount of weight, but he looks so well kept, so well preserved. And after a while, I realized I couldn't contend with Mr. Henry doing his regimen, doing what he's been conditioning his body for years to be able to do, because he's taking care of it. And so he became an inspiration for me to say, man, I'm not boxing myself in. I'm not limiting myself to people's short-ended truth that you can not only age gracefully, you can look good even in aging. Okay, and some people talk about the aches and the pains, and I'm not saying they're not real, but that's not going to be my reality, because I'm stewarding my body differently. I'm stretching. I'm working out. I'm eating better. I'm finding ways to, even when I'm traveling and in different places, to supplement where there's something that can cause me to give in to what is not helpful for maintaining my body dynamics. Can't speak for anybody else. So I'm learning to have supplementary things with me when I travel. So just in case the menu isn't anything that will be helpful to my body dynamics, how I fuel my temple, how I work my body, I have an alternative. I have an alternative that requires a level of discipline. It refers to a group of brothers in the Bible known as the Hebrew boys, and they found themselves in a foreign government. They were being trained how to operate as a governmental official in a foreign government, but they were disciplined enough to ask, could we not partake of your menu and eat the menu that we're accustomed to. And I can guarantee you that when it's time for us to be assessed, we are going to be the best. When it's time to be assessed, we're going to be the best. And the Bible tells us that when the time had come to assess the effectiveness and the efficiency and the conditioning of them, they were 10 times better than their contemporaries. And so when you develop a system of taking care of your temple, what happens, you get results that others don't get. You look in a way, live in a way, and perform in a way that others aren't able to perform, live, and look. Amen. Okay. Now, lastly, I want to talk about being disciplined with money. Being disciplined with money. Being disciplined with money. Because remember, system save you stress, time, energy, and money. There's a passage that talks and says something along the line that there's much food in the house of the poor, but because of bad management, they end up in lack. And so that removes the myth that how you start, you have to end up that way, or because of some mistakes you made in life, I made in life, you have to stay in a certain category or state of being. No, 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 no. No, if I take my little and handle it right, my little will eventually either incrementally or exponentially begin to increase. I've just gotta learn how to be a good steward. So whatever I have, I don't try to be or use what I don't have on a level that I don't have it. See, the real system of money is this. It is to have an honor system, to be able to invest in an organization or in an entity that you benefit from. For me, it's the church, it's ministry, to have an organization or an entity you benefit from, and so I give into that. But then I also take care of my responsibilities. Okay, the bills, my family, things of that nature. Take care of my responsibilities. Thirdly, build a reserve. Okay, through putting back and investing. But then fourthly, I want to be able to be a help to others, because money is a tool to be used, not a trophy to be worshiped. Money is a tool to be used, not a trophy to be worshiped. And so I want to be a good steward. I want to have a system for my money. One of the best systems, and I've heard of, is it's the 80-20. Live off of the 80 and find ways to put back and to invest, and to honor yourself with the 20%. With the 20%. So anything that takes me out of that range, I have to be disciplined enough to say, this isn't working for me right now. I can't invest in this. I can't do this. And temporary sacrifices lead to long-term benefits. And so when anything extra that comes in, like when I'm speaking, that's outside of the regular norm of what I do, I don't treat that as a part of my operating capital. I'm putting that up. I'm investing. I'm putting it back. I've got to handle and be disciplined with money. And I've not always been there because I'm a giver. I'm a giver. And you know what has to happen? Your head and your heart got to be on the same page. Okay. Your head and your heart has to be on the same page. Intellect and investment have to be on the same page. I've got to steward what I've been trusted with well. Well, listen, this is my time. It's up. Hopefully, this has been motivational advice for you, transformative truth. We're doing this 6 days a week, Sunday through Friday. Sundays through Friday, every day. And we're redoing it today because I shortchanged you at the 11 o'clock hour, and I apologize for that. But hopefully, I've made up for it. That those that will listen to this, those that will share the content with others, will be able to see the kind of results that myself and others on my level, above my level, because principles are universal truths that work for whoever work them. I'll say principles are universal truths that work for whoever work them. So if I work the principle, it's got to work for me. Okay. See, he's not a respecter of person. The creator's not a respecter of person, but he is a respecter of principle. Okay. And so if I put the principles to practice, I get the proof that others get on the capacity or the level that I can handle it. So I'm not intimidated. I'm not trying to be somebody else. I'm maximizing what I have, maximize opportunities, maximize outcome. You can maximize your outcome by how disciplined you are with how you handle your time, how you handle your talent, how you handle your body, and how you handle your money. Until next time, peace.